Jaya Radha Madhavam Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Praja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vandachari Yamuna Tira Vandachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Praja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vandachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we're reading today from the Srimad-bhagavatam, 9th Canto, chapter 24, verses 20, 63 and 64. The class will be shorter today, but so maybe just chant the first of these verses. Boja Vishnanda Kamadu Shurasena Dashan Hakai Shaghani Yehita Shashvat Kuru Srinjaya Pandubi Snignasmite Chitodharayar Vakyaya Vikrama Lilaya Nirlokam Ramayan Asa Murtya Sarvanga Ramyaya Boja Vishnandaka Madhu Shurasena Dasharhakai Shlagani Yehita Shashvat Purushanjaya Pandubi Snigdasmite Shitodharayar Vakyaya Vikrama Lilaya Nirlokam Ramayan Asa Murtya Sarvanga Ramyaya Boja Vinyastika Madhu Shurasena Dasharhakai Sagrami Yehita Shashvat Purushanjaya Pandubi Snigdasmite Shitodharayar Vakyaya Vikrama Lilaya Nirlokam Ramayan Asa Murtya Ramyaya Boja Vishnadika Madhu Shurasena Dasharhakai Shalani Yehita Shashvat Purushanjaya Pandubi Snigdasmite Shitodharayar Vakyaya Vikrama Lilaya Nirlokam Ramayan Asa Murtya Sarvanga Ramyaya Boja Vishnadika Madhu Shurasena Dasharhakai Shagani Yehita Shashvat Purushanjaya Pandubi Snigdasmite Shitodharayar Vakyaya Vikrama Lilaya Nirlokam Ramayan Asa Murtya Sarvanga Ramyaya. The word for word synonyms. Boja, assisted by the Boja dynasty. Vrishni, and the Vrishnis, Andaka, and by the Andakas, Madhu, and by the Madhus, Shurasena, and by the Shurasenas, Dasharhakai, and by the Dasharhakai, Swadhaniya, by the praiseworthy, endeavoring, Shashvat, always, Kuru Srinjaya Panjali, assisted by the Pandavas, Kurus, and Srinjayas. Snigdha, affectionate. Smita, smiling. Ikshita, being regarded as. Udarai, magnanimous. Vakyai, the instructions. Vikrama Lilaya, the pastimes of heroism. Lokam, human society. Ramayam Asa, pleased. Murtya, by his personal form. Sarva Anga Ramyaya, the form that pleases everyone by all parts of the body. Translation. Assisted by the descendants of Bhoja, Vrishni, Andaka, Madhu, Shurasena, Dasharha, Kuru, Srinjaya, and Pandu, Lord Krishna performed various activities. By his pleasing smiles, his affectionate behavior, his instructions, and his uncommon pastimes, like raising Govardhan Hill, the Lord, appearing in his transcendental body, pleased all of human society. Assisted by the descendants of Bhoja, Vrishni, Andaka, Madhu, Shurasena, Dasharha, Kuru, Srinjaya, and Pandu, Lord Krishna performed various activities. By his pleasing smiles, his affectionate behavior, his instructions, and his uncommon pastimes, like raising Govardhan Hill, the Lord, appearing in his transcendental body, pleased all human society. Srila Prabhupada's purport. The words Nirlokam Ramayam Asa Murtya Sarvanga Ramyaya are significant. Krishna is the original form, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is the original form. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is therefore described here by the word Murtya. The word Murti means form. Krishna, or God, is never impersonal. The impersonal feature is but a manifestation of his transcendental body. Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagat Anandikoti. The Lord is Nara Kriti, exactly resembling the form of a human being, but his form is different from ours. Therefore, the word Sarvanga Ramyaya informs us that every part of his body is pleasing for everyone to see. Apart from his smiling face, every part of his body, his hands, his legs, his chest, is pleasing to the devotees who cannot at any time stop seeing the beautiful form of the Lord. So this is Krishna. This is Lord Krishna. Krishna actually means the all-attractive personality. So there's no one in the universe, not the universe, the existence, all the universes, spiritual world, everywhere. There's no one who is more attractive than Krishna. Krishna is known as, one of his names is Bhagavan. Bhagavan means that he is, actually means that he's all attractive, because he means he is full in all six opulences. What are those opulences? Great, unlimited strength, unlimited beauty, unlimited knowledge, unlimited fame, unlimited renunciation. What else? Strength, knowledge, beauty. One other I can't remember. There's six. There are six qualities, and Srila Prabhupada explains that anyone in the material world, even if they are very attractive, they must have at least one of these qualities to some degree. That they're either very beautiful or very well. They're extraordinarily wealthy. Everyone's attracted to a person who's got billions of dollars. Not trillions yet, never know. But billions of dollars. It's attractive. Anyone or someone is extraordinarily beautiful, or handsome, or someone extraordinarily intelligent. That's the other one. Extraordinarily intelligent. Sometimes you find adults that are very, very intelligent. Sometimes you find little kids that are extremely intelligent. They're born with that intelligence. So these qualities of fame, strength, beauty, knowledge, renunciation, everything that we see in this world, these are what we see is just a very, very, very little tiny, as Lord Krishna says, a spark of my splendor. Spark. So you have a big fire, and you have a little tiny spark that pops off somewhere. So the material world, all the most wonderful, attractive things throughout the entire universe, is nothing but just a little spark from the big fire of Krishna's opulences. In fact, the Bhagavad Gita, there's a whole chapter, chapter 10, the opulences of the Absolute. So the whole chapter is about Krishna's his opulences. And knowing this, being aware of this, is very important. Because anyone can come along and show a little bit of material ability, mystic ability or something, and can convince people in general that, hey, I am God, look what I can do. You know? Just like in the past, there were yogis who had material mystic powers, and they could, and I'm sure some exist today too, but in the past definitely there were some, and material mystic powers, they could do things that were extraordinary to the common person. As Srila Prabhupada says, sometimes when they do that, they present themselves as though they were some kind of a god uh, that can do things, extraordinary things that the common man cannot do. But these are opulences, but these opulences come as by the grace of the Lord. Actually, the mystic opulences are there, but generally, if someone gets into the mystic, develops the mystic opulences, means that they've deviated from the path of yoga. It's a real path. The real purpose of yoga is to ultimately become Krishna conscious. But somewhere along that path, there's that opportunity, and you can straightforward become fully God conscious, fully self-realized, or you can get off the path and just develop these material mystic abilities, so that you can do extraordinary things that people normally can't do. Because it describes the nectar devotion, first chapter. It's talking about the different kind of material happiness. So one kind of material happiness comes from developing these mystic opulences, the mystic cities. You can make yourself, if you have the ability, you can make yourself shrink yourself down so small that Prabhupada says you can enter into a stone. It's like we have this marble floor. Looks like a nice smooth floor, but if you look at a microscope, there's a lot of big craters there. There's a lot of holes, big holes there. If you're looking at it up close. So, but someone who has that mystic ability has the ability to shrink themselves down, shrink their body down to very, very small, so small that you can fit in one of these microscopic holes that we can't actually see with our eyes. So that's one mystic city. There's another one where you can make yourself very huge. You're sitting here, but then a moment later, I could fill up the whole temple room if I had such abilities. So, you can. There's another one where you can reach somewhere and actually take something from another whole other planet, even a whole other universe. You can take something, a fruit off of a tree, if you want. These things are extraordinary. So Prabhupada even tells the story of as a child, his father took him to see a particular yogi. We have magicians. So this was a yogi who was performing, which means he deviated from the real path, but he had this ability, this animas ability. So they took the person, they put the person in a box, put that box inside of another box, and they locked each one up completely like that in front of everyone. And then while they're doing that, after a few seconds, he comes out from behind the box. And Srila Prabhupada says that because he could do that because he had that mystic city of anima. He could make himself very small and go out with a little hole in the box. Anyways, like that. So these are different kind of mystic abilities, material mystic abilities. But Krishna has all that, but so much more. Krishna's beauty we can't imagine it. We get a little glimpse looking at our deities. dressed nicely, but we cannot really imagine how beautiful Krishna is. We can't. We cannot imagine how intelligent Krishna is. Krishna knows more about anything. Has more knowledge about anything than anyone else. He knows everything. Not only does he know everything around him, but he knows everything that's in the heart of every living entity. So when when Krishna appears in this world, he exhibits his wonderful beauty, his wonderful opulences, his wonderful everything about him that was so attractive. And why? He doesn't have to come to the material world for himself. He's completely satisfied in the spiritual world. But he comes here again and again and again and again to, as he says, to reestablish religious principles and to destroy the irreligious principles that have developed in the world. He comes here only to help us to get out of this material entanglement. That's all. Anyway, so I think we'll just end here for today. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.